A United States Senate panel has passed a bill that could open OPEC oil producers to lawsuits for orchestrating supply cuts that raise global crude prices. Wald is president of Transversal Consulting, which specializes in regional and global situations in the energy market. Welcome back to the program. I should explain, for those of us who don't speak oil, that NOPEC is an old initiative aimed at holding foreign oil-producing countries accountable for what it deems uncompetitive behavior. In simple terms, how strong is the anti-OPEC sentiment in the United States?
Well, the anti-OPEC sentiment in the United States always kind of rears its head whenever gasoline prices go up. Right now, the Biden administration seems to be working pretty hard to blame Putin in particular for high gasoline prices and high energy prices, though OPEC is always a very convenient group to blame because they bill themselves as a cartel, and in the United States, there's nothing people hate more than anti-competitive behavior. So it's not surprising to see the resurrection of this NOPEC bill around now, and it will be interesting to see how many senators support it.
Europe is obviously getting understandably concerned about its dependence on Russian oil and gas, but I want to ask you how independent you think the United States is in terms of its energy sources and its energy independence.
So there really is no such thing as energy independence. I think it would be better to talk about energy security and how energy secure is the United States, because no one can really exist, independent of anyone else in this world today, particularly when it comes to oil. The U.S. doesn't rely on Russian oil really at all, and it certainly doesn't really rely on Russian natural gas, although there are some times when certain areas of New England and the East Coast do import Russian liquefied natural gas. But one of the things to consider is that oil prices are global and they're set globally. And so even if the U.S. isn't experiencing a supply shortage because it doesn't actually import any Russian oil, the price effect that this geopolitical situation is having on global oil prices is impacting U.S. oil prices quite a bit. In fact, today we saw the price of WTI, the U.S. benchmark, go to, I think, 110 or nearly $110 a barrel. And that is really excruciating for many.
OPEC Plus ratified a limited production increase following Europe's proposed ban on Russian crude oil imports. What do you envisage oil prices doing next, especially given that the invasion of Ukraine doesn't look like it's going to be over quickly?
So oil prices are really in a period of very extreme volatility right now. Just this week, we've seen prices go down $5, up $10, down $7. So we're in a period of a lot of volatility, and I expect that will continue, but it doesn't look like prices are getting ready to fall anytime soon. Really, the OPEC decision doesn't have all that much effect on the oil market because OPEC is actually underproducing its quotas. So the fact that they've raised their quotas doesn't really mean anything unless they actually start to produce more oil. And only certain countries are really capable of that right now, and even they are underproducing their quotas. So that's really going to continue to exert a pressure on oil prices to remain high. The market doesn't seem to be all that interested in what's going on in China in terms of lockdowns and the prospect of it affecting demand. But that could change in the future, and we could see oil prices swing back down due to that.
Wald, president of Transversal Consulting in Jacksonville in the United States, thank you very much indeed for talking to us.